Forage Facts, brought to you by DeltAg.
The middle plot has been treated very similar to the north plot in that we've had oats and clover in combination there for a long time. We came in this summer and we made the decision to disc and chisel what we call the north half of it, which is, as you look at it, the north side from, really from the road up to the edge of the tree line. We did that. The clover really looked better than the north plot. The clover in the middle plot really looks good on what we call the low side or the left side of it. And we thought we were in real good shape. The utilization cages, even though the clover kept getting thinner and thinner and thinner, the cages indicated that the clover was growing. I mean, we had some clover that was 6 and 8 inches tall inside of the baskets, and it was really down to the ground outside of the basket. So I kept saying, leave it alone. David, being the farmer that he is, said, no, we need to redo this. This isn't gonna work. So we looked at that and we said, okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna increase the amount of plowed ground that we're gonna put oats in. Where we had chiseled part of it, we came back through the middle of the plot and we went ahead and we disced and tried to get it prepared. We bush hogged it and disced it. We're gonna put a little extra fertilizer on it for the residue, just like we did the north plot. But over on the left side where the clover is, we strictly looked at that and said, hey, we're gonna hit this with plant power and post. We're gonna try to thin the grass out with the post, kick this clover in the booty, and I really think we're gonna be able to come back in a week or 10 days and this clover is gonna look really good. The other thing we did was we put our exclusion cages back out. We've got them in the clover where we can see what the growth is versus the foraging. We also put them in the area where the oats and clover and brassicas were planted, so when they come up, we've got some that'll be protected. The exclusion cages are invaluable to me, but I mean, I can remember several years ago looking at clover and looking at it and saying, man, this clover's not growing. And I did this. It wasn't growing. It absolutely wasn't growing. We finally said, well, let's put a cage out there just to be sure. We put a cage out there. From one Sunday to the next Saturday, the clover inside of the basket was 4 inches taller. The deer were eating it, and I was looking at it like an idiot thinking that it wasn't growing. So an exclusion cage is an invaluable tool, and we probably overuse them in every food plot that we have, in every condition that we have. It's something I would advise anybody, to consider doing.